How's it going, everyone? My name's Paul. Welcome to the channel. Last week I didn't make a video because I didn't plan things out well enough, so I made a little bit more of a plan, so let's get into it. Recently my in-laws got a new fence, and the company that built it put all these little 2x4 scraps underneath the parts of the fence while the posts set. They didn't have anything to do with them afterwards, so they just gave them to me. I burned some, and I have some left here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them all down. I'm going to plane the edge, one edge of them, and then I'm going to send them all through the table saw and cut them into strips, and then figure out what to do with those strips. I don't know yet, but I don't know. Let's just start by planing and go from there. I just got done installing this new V-belt here for the table saw. I wanted more tension on it. I don't think I got any more tension on it. That's unfortunate. But I talked to a guy. He's ran a lawnmower repair business for like 65 years, he said. He also said that he sold tractors for 50 years, so I don't know how his math kind of works out. Either way, he's old as dirt. And he said that if you get it too tight, you'll wear out the motor or the bearing in your motor. That makes sense. All of this is new to me. You're probably watching saying, well, of course. And then the other thing is that these are driven from the side of the belt and not the bottom or whatever of the belt. So hopefully, even with the slack there, this part being new, hopefully that helps, because that other belt was who knows how old. So anyways, we'll get a better angle of this and chop all these up. Rip all these down. Rip all these up. Do you rip them down, chop them up, chop them down? I don't know. I have to change my plan. I'm not exactly sure how, but I have to change my plan. Originally, I was going to cut all those 2x4s down into these 1-inch strips and then cut those down into those 1/2-inch strips over there. It took me 2.5 hours, I think, to cut these down. It was 13 2x4s, about a foot long. It took me about 2.5 hours to cut them all down to 1-inch here. So I think part of the problem is, first off, it's just very underpowered. But then second is this warp in my insert here. See if I can get a better angle at it. So that causes the board to kind of twist and pinch the blade, which I think really slows it down a lot. I'm not exactly sure how to go about fixing that exactly, because they don't really make inserts for these table saws anymore. I'll have to do some shopping online and see if I can find something, or talk to a local machine shop and see if they can make me something. I figure my best bet though is to get that fixed before I upgrade the motor. Sure, I could upgrade the motor and just power through the cuts, but when it tilts like that, it puts a little bevel in it, and I don't want that, so I'll have to figure out how to fix that. So anyways, I got some cut down. I'll get a few more cut down, and then I think I have an idea of what to do with those, so we'll kind of figure it out. So I'm done with the table saw for this project. You can see how the little box that I built for the dust collection, how it's working. It's about a 1/2 inch of dust in there at the low end. Not perfect. Keeps, all of that off the floor, but when the front is so open and just spews dust everywhere, just in normal cutting. And then if you look in the arbor, right down where the arbor is, I mean, it just goes everywhere. This thing wasn't designed for dust collection, so not perfect, but better than it was. All right, here's the almost finished project. If you can't tell what it is, it's a napkin holder. Bada bing, bada boom. It's all just glued together. That's why it didn't really show me doing that. There's no screws, nothing, no nails, anything. I just glued it all together. I got some boiled linseed oil, so we're gonna try out a new finish. I've never used it before. It says to mix it with something or another, which I don't have, so I'm not gonna use that. I'm running out of time to get this done, so that's the main reason why this excess glue is going to stay here. The main reason why the excess glue is there in the first place is because, you know, little kids like to use plastic straws for drinks. So I was out of plastic straws to use to get that excess glue out of there. It's a very, very handy trick. So then another thing is I'll be curious to see what the boiled linseed oil looks like on some leftover glue. See how that kind of reacts for future projects, in case I ever have any that I miss or something. Kind of know what to expect. So we'll get some linseed oil on here. Here's the final product, everybody. I got that linseed oil put on. It was very easy to apply. You just rub it in. That was simple. A little messier than I expected, but it's only been, I don't know, 5 minutes since I finished up. My hands feel fine at this point. This thing feels pretty much dry, so it's, you know, good. It's nice. I like it. I'm gonna use more of it, that's for sure. The other thing is, there's not a whole lot of color in this wood in the first place to like bring out with that oil, so it is what it is, but it does look nicer than it did before I put anything on, so I'm very happy about that. I'm going to let it dry overnight, and then I'm going to put it on the kitchen table with the last 3 napkins that we have for now until we go to the store to get some more. So that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, you can let me know by leaving a like or commenting or something. Or you can comment on what I should do next. That'd be cool. But if you want to see what I do next, you can subscribe. You can also share this with your friends. That'd be cool too. All that stuff helps. Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to quit rambling now, and I'll see you on the next one, folks.